Investigators refocus their attention on the cockpit voice recorder.
Turn on your landing lights.
Lights on.
They hear a warning that the plane is dangerously low. But strangely, the pilots don't seem to react to it.
You can't see a thing.
Turn on your landing lights.
Investigators are puzzled by the crew's behavior. They compare the plane's intended flight path to the altitudes called out by the navigator.
100 meters. 90 meters. 40. 30. 20.
Stop.
40.
Just after the navigator calls out 65 feet,
20.
the unmistakable sound of the plane hitting the first tree.
20 meters?
They hit the tree at 11 meters, not 20.
Something's not right. The navigator is calling out 65 feet, but the plane is only 36 feet from the ground.
They didn't know the altitude.
The recording leaves investigators with two important questions. Why did the crew ignore the alarms? And why were they closer to the ground than they thought? The team pores over the flight data, checking for signs of an altimeter malfunction.
Lieutenant,
It could explain the crash.
what happens here?
But instead of a malfunction, they find that the altimeter reading makes a sudden jump. A barometric altimeter shows the plane's height above sea level by measuring atmospheric pressure. Air pressure goes up as the plane goes down. The numbers show that the instrument was reset to its default setting, a move that resulted in an altimeter reading much higher than the plane's actual height above the ground.
Why would a pilot do that?
Polish investigators take their questions to pilots from the same special regiment that flew the president.
What do you think they were doing?
They learn that military pilots sometimes use the barometric altimeter to solve an annoying problem. The altimeter is connected to the Terrain Altitude Warning System, or TAWS. It alerts pilots if they're getting too close to the ground. The alarm goes off so frequently at military airports that some pilots have developed a dangerous habit of disregarding the sound. They've also come up with ways to silence the nuisance alarms. One way is to simply reset the altimeter. That fools the system into thinking the plane is flying at a higher altitude.
Start playback.
It seems incredible that such an elite crew flying such high-ranking passengers would commit a breach of procedures.
100 meters.
Even if they did, it doesn't explain why the navigator was calling out the wrong altitude during the descent.
90 meters.
Stop playback. He was using his radio altimeter.
Most large jets are equipped with two types of altimeter.
40.
Since the barometric altimeter has been reset,
30.
the navigator could only have been using the second one. When the radio altimeter read 300 feet, the Air Force jet was not 300 feet above the airport. It was 300 feet from the bottom of the valley. Once they cleared the valley, they were just above the treetops. The radio altimeter was giving them misleading information. It doomed everyone on board.